Alrighty, here we've got Self-Delusion. We put it on an Xbox Series X, courtesy of CinemaMC. I want to thank them very much for the opportunity here. This is a survival horror game that takes place in actually a stealth survival horror game. It takes place in it's first person. You have options of doing the main game. You also have add-ons here, so you can do the escape. You can do Sinister Pumpkins or Christmas Nightmare. Kind of cool. Um, Different themed scenarios. I'm going to continue though. Oh, apparently I didn't save my game. That's okay. We're going to do new game then. That's actually, can we do? Okay, yep. I need to do new game. I also do easy difficulty. Start game. Seen on the way home. A couple of days ago, I received an alarming letter from my mother. It was strange, not like her usual letters. Mom lives in a house alone in a village where there's no electricity. I was always worried about her and wanted to take her to the city, but she categorically refused. It appears to my mother that the district has become restless. People are disappearing in neighboring villages, and strange silhouettes can be seen near the house in the evenings. Even when the bolt on the door, she doesn't feel safe. I need to visit my mother, make sure everything is fine, and persuade her to move to the city. I think it will be easier to do now. I've been on the road for 2 days and I don't feel well. The priority is to make it to the house where I can at least get some rest. So it's kind of the scenario of where your main character is at here. Um, and so yeah, the game does a great job of making you feel a bit uneasy about everything that's happening, that's going on around your character. Um, the game does a real good job of providing jump scares. um, it's really kind of interesting. Now I played other walking sim style games before, other stealth survival horror games before, and this game does a really good job of presenting that style of game in a unique and fun way. With just right amount of jump scares and things that go on. Like the unsettling memories your character has, like the toys coming to life, things combusting on fire, creepy creatures coming into frame, um, in some instances, scaring the ever living life out of you at times. It does a great job of keeping you on your toes. That's for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and read this letter here. On the night of September 9th, in the orphanage near the village of Muravai, a fire broke out. According to reports, the fire was caused by reckless fire safety. When emergency services arrived on the scene, the building had completely burned down, one source said. A single child escaped that terrible incident, as did a teacher who was absent at the time of the fire. Well, I'm assuming that's me. I'm probably the student. But you see, things just aren't quite right. Things just happen. And the character, it's kind of cool because the character kind of is uneasy and unsure about the things going on around them. And it's a pretty interesting kind of scenario that your character finds themselves in. Just not really able to believe wholeheartedly what's going on. Not really knowing what's real and what's illusion. And the game really just lets you kind of meander about and figure things out as you go. With eerie, creepy things happening every once in a while to keep you on your toes. You know, every time you think you're safe, you're not quite safe. You know, things are lurking in the shadows or just on the fringe of visibility. The point where the game just makes you feel uneasy the entire time you're playing. And that's really a unique thing to have with a survival horror game, especially a stealth survival horror game like this, where you can't attack anything. You have to be on your toes, have to be vigilant, and just be aware of everything that's going on. And the fact that you can't fully trust things that you're seeing, it just makes the game that much more entertaining and that much more fun to experience. Villages are dying out. This is not news, however, as it has been happening for a long time. Every year, more than 200,000 people leave the village for the city. As a result, there are an ever-growing number of lifeless, abandoned areas. Sometimes the area is empty for no apparent reason. One such case is the village of Barovo, where all of the inhabitants seemingly disappeared on the same day. Authorities that investigated the place could not find any traces of the missing. Since then, the village has stood as a decrepit monument to the past, a riddle that has never been solved. And I'm assuming this is the village here. But again, the game does a great job of keeping you on your toes and really not allowing you to trust anything you're seeing. At least not completely. And I like how things eventually open up, so you're never really truly stuck per se. Um, and it's kind of funny because you'll be going one way, you'll say, okay, well I'm gonna go another way, and then that way could lead to like a monster just popping out of nowhere, and you had no idea that was gonna happen. And that's part of the fun that self-delusion brings to the table. You know, you never truly know what's what's lurking in your environment. You can never truly feel safe in this game, and that's what makes the game great. It's part of what makes the game great. All right, so there's actually truly nothing over here. I don't think. Yep, I gotta go back the way it came. So, like I said, the game doesn't ever make you feel stuck in any meaningful way, and does a great job of keeping you on your toes every step of the way. Every step you take makes you feel like, you know, is this the right way I'm going? Am I going to run into something? Am I going to run for my life in this game? You know, what's going to happen? And it's just a great experience. The only thing I would say isn't all that great with the game is the water effects aren't too great. I wish the water effects were better. I mean, Skyrim has better water effects. I've seen other indies have better water effects, but they're not terrible. I just kind of think they could be better, especially given this is a Series X game. And I believe this actually might be a Series X only game. And now we're going to the creepy cemetery. Okay, so it looks like we're going to go ahead and go. Can we go this way? Yeah, we can go this way. And now we got around that log jam we were at earlier. And now we're continuing on. So that's kind of the way this game plays. Again, everything just has an airiness to it in a fun way. I'm going to go ahead and end the review here, guys. It's been a look at Self-Delusion on Xbox Series X. I want to thank you very much for the opportunity. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you sometimes you for the opportunity. And thank you for subscribing as always until next time. Take care and happy gaming.